welcome to ChatG&G. I haven't seen that intro before. That was a new one for me.
I was just waiting for your reaction because I hadn't seen it until last night as well. And then lo and behold, wow. I mean, was it as on your side as it is on my side?
Was it as what?
Loud.
Yes, very loud.
Very
loud. Great job. I think it'll be Jack that made that. Yeah.
Do you reckon Jack did that? Do you reckon it's Jack singing in the background as well? Can you hear someone singing themselves amongst that? I don't know if that's Jack.
Jack. Well done, Jack. Yeah, well, you know what? I probably needed to hear that right now, so you'll never walk alone. I love it. So yes, fantastic. How you doing, Grizz?
I'm doing as well as can be, man. You know, when Liverpool win, we all win.
Yes,
it's
for sure.
It's a rarity these days, but we take each win as it comes, take each game as it comes, and we keep moving forward and upwards, and hopefully upwards, I should say. So yeah, apart from that, all good, man. All good. Just had some. I don't even know if you're gonna know. Let's see if you know this. Let's see what your desi side is like. So, Indian food, right? Or Punjabi food, or Pakistani food, South Asian food. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you heard of the dish anda aloo?
Anda aloo, yeah. Egg potato.
Right, but it's egg curry. It's not. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it'll be like masala, you know.
It won't be egg because people probably thinking in the chat egg and potato.
Right. So it's just potato.
No. It's not just egg. Like people are just thinking egg and then potatoes, right? But the egg, like as in a boiled egg or something or whatever.
No. It's like proper cooked. It's like burji. It's like burji, right?
Burji. Now you got it. Now
burji, and it's got the potatoes like all cut up, little small potatoes in there, with some onions and stuff and everything.
Now you got it. Now you got it.
Ginger.
Now you got
it. And you know, the whole shebang. The lesson. That's it. You know what I mean?
Now you're working with me. Now you're working with me.
We're working in it. Yeah. There you go.
I just realized our stream's not live. I don't know if you want to.
It is live.
Someone about that.
It is live.
Oh, see,
it's there. I just can't retweet it for
some reason. No, on X. I'm saying sorry.
Yeah, I can see it on X. I've got it. I can click it, but I can't retweet it for some reason.
Oh yeah. Same. Oh, that's why maybe. Anyway,
it's there though.
Apart from that, yes, I had some of that. And listen, when you have anda aloo, when you come home from work after a night before when Liverpool have won the game, what's left? What's left, man?
Bloody
That's
hell.
it. We're living in large, bro. We're living in large.
Anda aloo jindabad is what I say.
And it's so simple. People really, really need to realize that it's such a simple thing to make. But anyway, how are you, man? What's happening?
All good. I'm still trying to figure out whether I can retweet this thing, but I don't think I can.
Yeah. Oh, I've just quoted it or whatever. Click on it.
Yeah.
And I've just said live.
Oh, there you go. Post this. Got it.
Post it or broadcast it.
Post it. We are live.
There you go. Sorry, people.
Sorry about this, folks.
Yeah, we're just doing a bit of maintenance as we go along, but that's what ChatG&G is all about. You know, we're all family. Everyone's relaxed
last night's game as well as looking ahead to Brighton. Right then, let's go. That's been posted. All good. So yeah, where should we start? I wanted to go to one thing actually before we did. You know, we talked about I don't know if I talked about it with you or it was with Jack. So I need to just double check this. But we basically talked about Curtis Jones.
It was me and you.
It was me and you.
We discussed man management and Curtis Jones, and not a very good look at that stage.
Exactly. So now we discussed that if he doesn't get to play at this point, then what is the point? I guess. And mate, again, it's just an awful look for the club and the manager, because it's obvious he doesn't. That's that, for Curtis Jones. If Endo's playing, I mean, Endo, by the way, had a great game, but if Endo is playing ahead of Curtis, and Curtis can't even get, since Arsenal, that's 6 games now. He's played 44 minutes.
So which where do you want to go with this? Which angle are you looking at? Because I've got a couple of angles that I like approaching these things with.
Give me the angles. I think I need them right now.
So look, ultimately, if a coach doesn't rate or like whatever, for whatever reason, a player, he's absolutely in his rights not to pick him, right? So from that aspect, I don't really mind. But there's a caveat to that. And the caveat to that is, as long as we are winning games of football. So I don't really care if he doesn't pick Salah, if he doesn't pick Alisson, if he doesn't pick Virgil, as long as Liverpool Football Club are winning and we're seeing a vision or a plan.
So yesterday was the first game in like a month or so since Curtis been out that we actually looked good. That actually we looked decent yesterday.
I'm going to go back to the Man City game. I thought we looked very good in the second half as well, apart from the last 5 minutes.
So for 30 minutes, we looked good in the City game, I thought. But the first half was awful.
First half was awful.
And the last 15 minutes were awful.
Last 10
minutes. The players even said last 10 minutes. But that's 35 minutes. They played well. That's not encouraging for me. We need to be playing well. The whole problem with Liverpool right now is they play well for sometimes 90 minutes, and the last 5 minutes is when they just go to shit.
Look, we're going to get into sort of yesterday's, I thought, probably our best performance, one of the best performances of the season so far, in terms of what was expected and in terms of the opposition. But Curtis Jones, look, I'm a fan. When I say I'm a fan, what am I a fan of? I'm a fan of Curtis Jones being a very, very useful, valued member of this squad. I don't think Curtis Jones should be a starter for Liverpool on a regular basis. But I think he can be, and he should develop into one eventually. Now, that's my opinion on Curtis Jones. I think I wouldn't sell him unless we get 40-50 million pound for him as a base. That's the only reason I'd move him on. Otherwise,
the summer is the summer. Okay. I'm focused on what we achieve this year first. And if the game with Sabazna, I mean, luckily we won yesterday without Dom as well. And so we were quite, I mean, that's crazy for one. The second thing is we won without Curtis as well. But the fact is we need to start using the players that are around. Like we used Endo yesterday and he did really well, and he's out now for the season probably. Right? So
unbelievable.
I mean, that right back is cursed. The right back role at the club is.
We'll get to that later. Yeah, that's unbelievable.
Yeah, let's get to that later. But I think my point being here is you've got to use every minute of every leg available. And if you keep playing Dom's going to get injured. Now he's had a rest. You keep playing Grav's going to get injured. You keep playing Maka, he's going to get injured. Why are you not rotating these players constantly? And it's been like 6 games and he's only played 44 minutes. And the results have not been good until yesterday.
What are we suggesting?
Leaving him out is weird. Is weird behavior. And at the end of the day, you make it obvious that you've got a problem with players. You make it obvious that you're holding something against him. And to me, that's not great man management. You should be able to work through these things with your players and get them on the pitch, especially when we're so injury ravaged right now, Grizz. We need every fresh leg we could get.
What are you suggesting then? What are you suggesting is in your head or your opinion? What are you surmising from this scenario? Do you think there's been a fallout? Do you think Curtis Jones is being sold? Do you think it's Slot's decision to sell him? Do you think it's the hierarchy's position to sell him? Because let's not forget, he is 100% profit when we sell him, PSR reasons, right? Because his academy is one of our own.
Yeah, I think they've fallen out, and Curtis is. I wouldn't know what's happened. I can only like guess. So I know I pretty much know. Well, we all know they've fallen out because he would not be just benching him like that.
It's not based on ability, right?
No, 100% not based on ability. He's been brilliant. So this season he's been pretty good for us, I'd say, and not the worst midfielder out the ones that we've got. Let's put it that way. Dom's like number one, but then I'd put Curtis next. You know, Grav's been patchy.
I wouldn't argue.
Mac has been patchy. You know, so
gonna get onto it. Mac and Grav, I think, have very much
upped their game. Yeah, they have up their game. But if you look at the whole season wise, Jones, I think, would still be the better performer.
I'd agree.
I think they've fallen out, and therefore, obviously, he's not playing. But I don't know if Jones has said it's me or him, or if Slot has said it's me or him, or I don't know. I haven't heard anything. Sorry, I'm not putting it out there like this is info. I'm just saying, what if that's the case? That Jones maybe doesn't want to play, but I can't see that being the case. He's a Liverpool lad, and I just can't see the case where Jones would have gone on strike or anything like that, because he came on and played well yesterday, to be fair to him. When he came on off the bench, he added something. So it goes down to the manager, and if the higher ups are, you know, allowing that to happen, then they're as much to blame. You know, there is much to blame for.
There's not been it doesn't seem like there's any ultimatums from above where you hear other things like at Chelsea or whatever. You have to play, you know, XYZ. But I want to broaden this segment and get your opinion, and chat. Let us know what you guys think as well. I want to broaden this segment by saying, Gags, how many others has he fallen out with? I mean, we know Salah, the most high-profile falling out, a couple of months ago now, right? So Salah, Robertson, sorry, Elliot, Kwanzaa.
He doesn't. I don't think he likes Ibu very much.
Would you say,
he starts talking about his mistakes.
Would you say Robertson?
Yeah, I think so. I think you could say Robertson. Robertson pretty much wanting to go in Jan. We just couldn't bring Costas back on the right terms. So
he's fallen out with at least 4 players, pretty much publicly, pretty much out there. How does a coach recover from that, do you think? Because I said this into one of my chats in my WhatsApp groups, right? And someone said, well, if you notice, or if you think about it, all those players that you mentioned won't be there next season. How does that make you feel?
Well, I don't know. Is he forcing them out, or how can we replace all those players? I mean, he's fallen out. Like, I think what Sumit's saying as well, pretty much doesn't like any of the youngsters, doesn't want to play them. You know, I
don't know if he likes them or not. I think he's at a stage.
He doesn't rate them. He doesn't rate them. Otherwise, they'd be playing.
I know, but he can't. No, but it's not about liking. That's what I mean. He doesn't rate them. I think he's too scared. I think he's very insecure about his job now. He can't afford to risk youngsters.
Yeah.
Don't like Slot's treatment of fringe players and academy products last year, and it's continued this year. We're going to struggle to keep hold of youth products with how Slot uses more. Absolutely agree. Absolutely agree.
Morton was saying as well, you know, I didn't react, but didn't like me at all. Well, didn't want to play me at all. Seems like he wants to play just the Dutch guys, really. I mean, let's be fair. Gakpo, whilst he did do a few brain dead things yesterday, finally started going round to the byline, and guess what? We look much better for it when he's crossing it in with his left foot. You know, that was so much better. so much better at the times when he was doing that. We looked dangerous, and the defender looked all at sea because he was like, "Well, I don't expect this. I thought he was going to cut inside." Gakpo needs to start using his brain and doing that more, and maybe his form will pick up. I mean, still a little bit long way to go for him. He was much better though, I thought, from that perspective. Mo still creating some chances, not in the game as an attacking perspective in terms of scoring or taking shots as much, but he's trying to create. But Wirtz was insane. But I think just going back, sorry, we're going back to Sunderland, but going back to the manager thing, there's one big thing, right? And like it's not the same as us being people managers at, you know, in our jobs, because football management is, yeah, you're a people manager, but at the same time, you have to manage world-class athletes with massive egos. You know, it's not the easiest thing to do. It's not like, oh, you know, I can do, me and you could do this. No. But there is an art to conflict management. There is a way around managing conflict, and you have to be trained in it, and you can learn it. That's not a hard skill. Doesn't matter the ego, but there is also a way to manage egos too. And you know, there's, again, you need the training for it. I would ask the question whether Slot has had any of that training right now. If he's falling out with so many people all the time, you've got to go get it. Like Klopp, for example, was it natural? It seems that he would fall out, but then he would make up, and people would die for him on the pitch. You know, literally run through brick walls for the guy. And I don't know whether Slot's got that man management to the inspirational kind of character around him. Did a great job last year in winning the title, but I don't know. I don't know what he's got in him to make it with a team of world-class players. And I can say this much: the argument that goes against me is that Wirtz and Ekatike are playing really well. You know, they're new, and they trust him, it seems. But seems like he's lost the old guard. You know, so it's such a weird season, mate. Honestly, we're just, you know, he's on the verge of the second, and he gets a great result like last night. And I think Summit's saying he doesn't know why we like the game. We did play well for most of the time, Summit. And to be fair, yeah, we backed off after scoring the goal again. We're desperate right now. It looks like he's like Grizz just said, he can't play the youth because he's desperate to keep his job. He can't make subs early because he's desperate to keep his job. It's the team seems settled when they're on, and then he can't, you know, he wants to back off. He doesn't want to get caught on the break if we attack again after we're ahead. So it seems like everything's pretty negative when once we scored.
I am going back to his man management, and it's quite a topical topic right now, right? Everywhere you look, we're getting micro analysis of every single word, or not even every single word. People watching clips or taking quotes out of context. I don't like it. I'm going to be very honest with you, Gags. I think it's just building up unnecessary toxicity that has absolute no positive outcome. We can discuss his substitutions. We can discuss his on results, basically. It's a results-based industry. And if Liverpool are losing more than winning, then he has to be sacked. But to now suddenly wait for his every interview to pick out what he's saying, why is he saying that? Oh, he's pissing me off when he talks, when he opens his mouth. I haven't got any time for that, Gags, personally. No. I'm going to be honest with you. I genuinely haven't. I'm all about criticizing his tactics, criticizing his substitutions, criticizing his man management, apparent man management, what is visible or known to us as public. But I haven't got any time for saying, oh, every time he opens his mouth. This is just spewing agendas and hatred and toxicity.
Yeah, there is agendas. Like I said, I would be so happy if he turns it around. You know, still would be. I wish he had gone at Nottingham Forest once we lost 3-0. I'll be honest. At that point, maybe we could have done something in the league at that point still, with the way it's gone and people dropping points and stuff like that. But he's still here, and we just need some of these players to come back. Joe came back and looked good. Frimpong, hopefully, he's back soon. But we could really do with a bit of a run now. We've got 4 games that aren't with big clubs in the league coming up. I mean, Spurs.
It's a mad season all around. Like you said, it's a weird season. You know, if we rewind to minute 80 on Sunday, we're sitting pretty, 5 points behind Man City, and everything seems to be on the upward curve. That would have been 3 wins in a row, right? And just put away City, who are title contenders. Fast forward 10 minutes, and it's a literal disaster. We're 11 points behind Man City as a result, right? No, 9. Is it 9 points we ended up being behind?
9 now, yeah.
9 points behind Man City.
11 now.
11 out of the Champions League spots, because Man United and Chelsea won on the weekend. And we're going into a game against probably one of the best Premier League stories in recent times. A team that's unbeaten at home, and it's in February now. A team that's impressed everyone, full of high energy, octane, one of the best atmospheres around. And they were seen to be everything that we hate right now about opposition. They're physical, they're powerful, they outrun you, and they're good at set pieces. And nobody expected us to win. Many expected us to not even draw, forget win.
No.
Everyone expected Man United and Chelsea to win their respective games. So therefore, people were saying, by the end of this game week, we're going to be 8-9 points behind the likes of Man United and Chelsea. It's unheard of. This is a sackable offense in itself. But fast forward 90 minutes or so again now, Gags, we've broken their record of being the only team unbeaten at home. And now suddenly we're 2 and 3 points behind. Man United and Chelsea drop points, and now suddenly we're in the mix.
Yeah, we're 2 and 3 points behind now. But
the Endo injury sort of dampens the mood and spirits.
We didn't concede last minute to Bournemouth, last minute to City. You know, those you're right in it. There's something wrong there. It happens too often. I think we got the record of 4 last-minute winners or something, or 97 minutes, 95 minutes plus. That's like, and all the other teams of the records in league histories are all relegated clubs. You know, like there's something wrong, Grizz. Like, why is that? There's a panic. There's a fear. That only happens when something's wrong.
Yeah, but we look again. I hate looking back. Yeah, we'll address this in 1 second, Sumit. I'll go back. You know, in terms of conceding late or whatever, we had spells under Gerard Houllier, for example, where every set piece, Roy Evans, do you remember, every set piece against us was a goal? You know, we've had phases of play or phases in our recent history where even under Jurgen Klopp, we couldn't defend, set pieces. There was issues.
Yeah, but that time it was mad defensive, centre-back defensive issues at those times when those happened. Otherwise, it was never a problem. We've got our 2 centre-backs.
But the point being is
we're losing right-backs more than anything who don't do anything.
I feel as though there's a lot of revisionism going on, like as if this is the worst team and the worst period ever in Liverpool's history. I don't know why people are insistent on creating that agenda and narrative.
I don't think facts are an agenda. So when we lost to City and some of the numbers came out that at this point, these last 20 games were less than Hodgson's last 20 points.
Right.
That's factual. That's not an agenda. That's just stats accounts that have actually no agendas. They just post stats and figures. Like Reed, whatever his name, Mike Reed, or I can't remember his name, something Reed puts out brilliant stats. They'll just put out numbers. They don't even put an opinion on it. They just put numbers and go, that's a fact. So you can't argue with them because you're like, well, whoa.
You can't argue with the fact.
I don't think So there's a difference. Look, there's two. I know what you're trying to say. There's the agenda-driven folks, right? That will definitely just anything Slot does is bad, right? There's some going to be realists. Like I will say, look, yes, last night was a good result, but there will be some people who'll be like, nah, fucking get him out. It doesn't matter if you won last night, still hate him, get him out, regardless, because that's where they've
the two extremes.
No, they've attached their thing to it now that he's got to go and that's it, it's over, no, whatever. So, but personally, the performances and the, you know, over the last, let's say 3 months speak for themselves. It's very difficult to say that we have, and I think someone said it, that look at the identity of the team. Would you be happy with the way they play? You know, is this what you'd like to see? And it's like, I wouldn't like to watch this play the way we play. It's not fun. It's not great. It's very negative once we go ahead. And I was glad that we scored late, Grizz, or like, you know, in the second half, because if we score early, we end up losing the game because we just fucking sit back.
I brought this comment up.
Go on, yeah.
I brought this comment up from Ash because it's only fair I get a chance to defend myself against accusations and lies, basically. Grizz, you are going too far the other way. There is a middle ground where you can call it out. Where have I said anything to the contrary to that? Tell me, where have I said anything to the contrary? I literally started off the monologue by saying I'm all about criticizing his tactics, his man management, his substitutions, his falling out with players. I've just said the micro-analysis that is done on his every word is not for me. It irks me. That's just me. I'm all about making Liverpool win games of football. And if he doesn't do that enough, sack him. Get rid of him. And that's it.
He does say stupid things, though. That's a fact.
Yeah, he talks too much. He talks too much.
And you're in a digital world now. This isn't the world of like Roy Evans and Gerard Houllier, where the net wasn't as prominent, or you know, you didn't have social media. You had forums where people would say this stuff, but it wouldn't really get out there and people wouldn't see it. But here, now, anything you say is under the microscope, and that press team must sometimes sit there going, "Oh, what is he saying, man?" You know, the press team must be like squinting their eyes at everything.
I was going to ask you, because we do have a designated press team. We do have a designated chief operator of media services. We do have these people behind the scenes, but no one's stopping him, Gags.
Or he doesn't listen. Who knows?
No, he can't be. He will be gagged.
He can't be.
Pardon the pun. He'll be gagged.
He won't be gagged. He literally won't be gagged. He wouldn't be. I think he'll just say what he wants because he's like, well, what are you going to do about it? I'm the manager. You can't sack me. You're not sacking me.
I think he talks too much. I think he's not media savvy.
Nope.
I think he doesn't know how the media works in this country and how they literally twist your words or paraphrase or whatever. And I think he's giving them way too much ammunition. I absolutely agree with all of that.
Do you think then, even if he turns it around, Slot?
So hope you're doing very well, my friend.
Thank you for this, Sumit. Would you be happy? Would you guys be happy with our current identity? Would you give Slot next season with the scrapping through attitude?
I absolutely would if he turns it around. I have no reason to go against this manager if he turns.
Call what's turning it around?
Okay, so what's turning it around is we win a trophy and we secure Champions League slot.
Does it have to be one of the trophies or the Champions League?
One of the trophies.
Even the FA Cup.
And a good run.
Yeah.
And a good run. I'm not
like a semi-final in the CL and an FA Cup win.
Let's say we reach top 4, which at the moment or 2 weeks ago everyone thought we're dead and buried, right? So if we get Champions League slot, a spot, and we win a trophy, I don't know many managers in their 2-year tenures with such a record. Now we can analyze this season and break down the period of negative records, like you've said. They're facts. Like the Michael Reeds of this world. Shout out to all these statisticians.
Yeah.
But ultimately, is what happens at the end of the season and where we end up and what we win. So if we finish 5th and no trophy, then I think his job is absolutely in danger.
No, but 5th qualifies anyway for Champions
I
League,
know,
isn't
but
it?
no trophy and 5th. Notice I said 5th.
Oh, no trophy. Right. Yeah.
If we finish 4th, which is probably our best bet, or
Yeah, Villa might drop off. You never know.
No, I don't think Villa will drop off to that extent. They've got another last-minute winner yesterday. Fair play to them. If they didn't, then you could have seen the wheels fall off. But if he gives me a trophy and a Champions League spot after all the turbulence and all the negativity, I personally would persevere with him. That's just me personally.
Thanks again, Summit. For most Liverpool career starts handled himself well in PCs, but last month or so he's been very prickly. I think the pressure's telling, but that's the thing.
He's going to be prickly. He's getting beaten up.
Right. Liverpool won't sack him if he wins a trophy, gets Champions League. I think that's impossible then to sack him, because you're just like, how could you do that? But then what it guarantees is that Mo, Robbo, Curtis are all out this season. In the summer, sorry. They'll be sold. Or, well, Robbo will just go. EB will probably go as well. So you'll have 4 of those gone, and you'll need to basically start again with a proper new team. But then maybe he finds it easier without those players in the squad, because they're kind of causing.
I was going to say about Gags, let's have a very honest and frank conversation here about the said players that you've said, right?
Yeah.
They are absolute stalwart legends of the club. Your Robertsons, your Salahs. But is there time to go now?
Yeah. It might be the time. I mean, it looks like it's the time for
right. So this is what I mean. If as you're saying, he might feel comfortable, like the new lads are performing. Even Kirkers, you can add to the players. Even Frimpong, all looking good, all looking much better. Obviously, before the injury, whatever. Kitike, even Isak was getting into some sort of rhythm before the injury.
Yeah,
and if he's more comfortable with his players and what his new guard, and it's a massive if we win a trophy and we get into Champions League, he has to be trusted to build his new guard, his new backbone, because this is Klopp's old guard. This is Klopp's backbone. This is the Klopp team. So I think he deserves, or he would deserve in that scenario, another go at it, so to speak. CLB says 2 weeks ago, dead and buried. No, that's not true, Grizz. What I meant was after the Man City game, sorry. Everyone said, no, we're not finishing top 4.
Yeah. My only concern, Grizz, is that since, say, January, February last year, which is now coming on to a year now, we just haven't been playing good football. We started really well, the Klopp way, all the way up to December, Jan. We'd won the league by Feb again, really, pretty much. Arsenal just kept losing after that, or kept dropping points and made it easy for us. But the performances weren't great. I think we all knew that we were going to win it at that point, so we kind of just let it go because we were on this title charge. We just wanted to get the points every time. But if that's his football, if that's how he's going to play, I just can't see him bringing anything decent to us. I can't see him turning it around in a way of going for the league title again. And that's really what I would want us to do.
I
just can't, man.
I can. I think we've been very unlucky in terms of injuries and situations. I think the squad management has been poor from him. Of course it has. There's absolutely no one delusional enough to not see that as an issue and a problem. But if you're asking me if we can go again, I absolutely think we can go again with 3/4 quality additions to the squad like we will make this summer.
But yeah, I
understand that I'm one of the very few remaining I'm not a backer of him. No, I'm a backer of.
You sound like it.
See,
Oops, sorry.
no, I'm not. I'm not. I'm backing what I think can happen. Like I've just told you, if he doesn't get top four, if he
Yeah,
doesn't win a trophy, he's gone.
yeah, but
I
that's
want.
obvious. That's obvious, bro. Like he's got to go if it's.
So then it's also obvious. So then it's also obvious if he does get Champions League and wins a trophy, he's going to stay.
They're putting you on the spot, bro.
I'm at the moment I'm slot out because we're outside the top 5, and we haven't got a trophy on board.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't know what's this slot out, what's slot in. But you was always asked, and I was always asked, are you FSG in or out? And I never used to give a straight answer because it was such a shit question.
I was never FSG out.
But I was never FSG in. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, well, I always thought that they were doing the right thing always, and they'd bought Klopp in.
But this is the same.
Edwards was good, but I think now
I find this question as shit.
Yeah. I get it.
Are you slot in or slot out? No, I support Liverpool. The more Liverpool don't win, the more I want change.
Yeah.
We can't change 11 players, 10 players, 6 players, 8 players, whatever. We have to change who's responsible for that team who's not winning enough games. And that's slot. I mean, that's the way I look at it. Answer the question. That's my answer to a stupid. Stop asking stupid questions. Was a slot in or slot out?
You have to be slot out where we are in the league. You have
right now, if you base it on what we've seen so far, I'm slot out.
There are so many people
at the end of the season, but I will make a decision, or I will give a yes/no answer at the end of the season. Because I tell you why, Gags, and that's not a cop-out, Gags. And people listen when I say this very carefully, if you don't mind. If you're going to ask me a question, listen very carefully to the answer. The reason why I say at the end of the season is because at the end of the season, there will be many fans that want slot out, regardless of what's happened. Am I wrong or am I right, Gags?
Yeah. No. You're right. Yeah, you're right.
There are people who don't care. Honestly, I have debates with some, or I get embroiled in Twitter debates for some stupid reason because I'm such a silly man. I get embroiled with people who are just, I don't care what happens, I want him gone. I'm not in that category, if you want to know my answer.
Bloody hell, I was when we were losing in 10 out of 12 or whatever it was, stupid things.
That's fine. Who wasn't?
Yeah.
But the ultimate decision has to be made by the board and the owners and the hierarchy. And we kind of all know that they will make it at the end of the season. Unless we go on another mad losing spree, which will be no questions asked. He has to walk there and then. He has to be sacked on the spot. Are we wanting us to lose then? Is that what we're saying?
No, never.
So what?
That's what we said. Hopefully he turns it around, because nobody should ever want us to lose a game just because they want something to happen that they desire. Like, for example, fans are like, "Oh, I hope we lose because I want slot out." That's stupid, man. That means you're willingly wanting Liverpool to finish out of the top 4 or 5, therefore harming the whole next season because you want slot out. That's like some crazy ass vendetta.
Yeah.
What are you doing? You've got to want Liverpool in the Champions League, because otherwise we can't buy the players we need. We can't attract players. We can't do anything. We won't have the money to pay the bloody wages that we've gone to.
Let's go through some comments. Let's go through some comments to people asking questions. Maybe people don't understand what I said, because I know I tend to talk a lot. So, hi guys, great show. It's been said that Slot really likes direct wingers. Based on that, I think he's just making the best of a bad situation. I want him to do well. However, we need the results. Yeah, I'm there. I'm with you, critical situations. I want him to do well. However, I'm not blind to the issues. His man management comes across very stinky. In fact, it's enough. And let me be very clear before people say, "Oh, he's a Slot apologist." It's enough to lose his job. I said it. But thank you very much, and hope you carry on enjoying the show. Mike obviously misheard me or didn't understand a word I just said. He just said, if we make top four and win a trophy, will you be in or out?
He might be
Unless,
starting from the start, though. He might be starting from the start.
that's what I was going to say. Unless you've just joined in and you didn't hear what I said, I would be absolutely in if we win a trophy and thing, because I don't want too much change. I was worried about the amount of change we've done over the last summer, and I've kind of been proven right because I said this is way too much turnover in every sense of the word. So I wouldn't want to know a whole new regime in charge as well. But the results have to improve, and he has to have won a trophy and get top four. That's it.
If we win a trophy and get top four, Mike, I think it's impossible to sack him. Unfortunately, you just can't do that.
Hold on. I'm sorry. Why, unfortunately?
I'm just
see what I mean, Gags. See what I mean.
I'm not liking the football though, dude. I'm not liking the football. He's got to show.
As long as the success is there.
No, he's got to show better football. He's got to. We've got to be able to not be so cowardly. It is cowardly football. Sorry, mate. You are watching something different.
If we win, it won't be. It's cowardly because we've discussed to death the phase we're going through.
If we win the way we're playing right now, where we're dropping back after scoring all the time.
I thought we were so comfortable yesterday.
No, it's not good enough. That's not good enough. That's just fluking it over the line then.
So you want to win, and you want to win in style.
Not fully in style. At least win by 2 goals. We don't even.
I think we're getting so ahead of ourselves and entitled. Some sections.
We're not entitled. We're not entitled at all. We're not entitled.
We played some of the nastiest football, and I'm telling you now, I remember it vividly, clearly, and openly. It was the worst period that I remember under Gerard Houllier, where we won the treble. The treble of trophies. I'm sorry, Gags, and you'll remember as well because we're same era. It was the worst brand of football that I can remember. Yet we won 3 trophies and we didn't give a shit. It was awful. It was Gerard, Heskey, and Owen show. And everyone else defend like mad. Honcho, Ipia, everyone else defend in low block. Gerard, Heskey, and Owen.
I really enjoyed 2001.
No, you did because we won.
Yeah, but I enjoyed it, and I thought the football was fine too.
We won, Gags. We won the league. We didn't give a shit about the style.
No. We didn't win the league that year. We just won the cups.
I'm talking about
last season. Well, the first half of last season was fantastic
because we were winning, Gags. This is my point. There was nothing different. No, there was nothing different. Yes, the phase that he's gone through in the last 2-3 months, he's gone ultra negative, cautious. Yeah. We know because he fucking knows that he's about to lose his job. So he's gone cowardly. He has become pragmatic. But my point is, and like the way he's spoken, if you start winning games, confidence breeds confidence. And a confident player will try more. A confident coach will try more.
I love this. Houllier never publicly proclaimed that he likes to play attacking football. Never. He needed to shore up the defense from Roy Evans's era to try and hold it together. Thankfully, he brought youth through as well. He brought a lot of youth through as well, Houllier. There was a lot of good things that Houllier did that season that really set us up well. Almost went on to win the league the next year. Almost.
I'm not dissing the era.
And that was the thing that we needed to do to get better, but we didn't. But it's an exciting doors moment. But this guy wants to be a PSG.
Oh, so then he has
nowhere near a PSG.
Of course we're not. But what I'm trying to say is,
I have already said I am happy if he can turn it around, win consistently, try to not because if he keeps doing what he's doing now, we are going to continue to concede last minute goals. He will, because it's natural. You're going to fall foul to something that drops in the box if you are just all camping in the box for the last 5 minutes, Grizz. you get punished in the Premier League. Relegation teams have the record we have of conceding last-minute goals or late goals this season. That's insane. We got Van Dijk and Konate available the whole season, pretty much, apart from when Konate's poor father passed away.
Look, we must go on to the next segment, because one of the criteria or caveats of him keeping his job is winning a trophy, and we start the quest, or not start the quest, is.
Well, let me just answer this. But he should have pushed, like Grizz and I said in the summer, to replace Diaz. We said 2 players were needed, a centre-back and a winger. That would have really nicely built this squad. And that's what's missing right now. That's what would have been missing right now. Imagine if they just got Semenyo and Gehi in Jan. Like we were really hoping they would. Squad looks completely different. Completely different, brother.
And then, hold on. The Ande Alu.
Yeah. Vomiting him up now. Was it not nice?
No. Don't say that. It was lovely. If you could hear us. Anyway. No. What was I going to say? Okay. What was I going to say? You just said something. You made me forget. Right. No. I'll tell you. If Gehi and Semenyo came in, and we continue to play this brand of football that you're not liking and majority of the fan base ain't liking, then absolutely the criticism is valid.
Managers. Yeah. Right. Gotcha. Yeah. Because then at that point,
he hasn't got his sack.
The club have given him everything as well, and he's still not doing it. But right now, you can
blame. The fact that he hasn't got his right back, the fact that he hasn't got any depth to rotate centre backs, the fact that he hasn't got Sobozla yesterday, and the fact that I give him a pass. But the moment he has everyone, now people will harp on say, well, when he had everyone, he didn't perform, and that's fine. No, that's fine. But the body of evidence, for me, is not enough, because we didn't have Isak, Frimpong, Wirtz, Salah, Gakpo, and everyone else fit at the same time for long enough, in my opinion.
But
end this bit.
He has had Endo available for a lot of the season. There's been time when he was injured as well, but he hasn't given him any chances. Yesterday, Endo just came on and had a brilliant performance. Like, he could do that in midfield if he wants to, like against the gritty teams.
I haven't got an issue with that, Gags.
You haven't got an issue with him not rotating. That's why we're getting injuries everywhere.
The reason is he has to live by the sword and die by the sword. Then he lessens the excuses that he can make, or because we can throw that at him. So if he continues to mess up, then he's what's the phrase they say? You make your bed, you lay in it.
So this is an interesting one.
We got to move on.
Wait up. Do you think it was idea to keep Chiesa in Rio? I think the club wanted to sign Rio, so his path wasn't blocked until he signed. The point isn't that. The point is the manager doesn't want to play Rio. So the club, if that's the club's mistake as well as the manager's, it's a shit show completely because they're misaligned. What works is when you're aligned. Any team, any kind of management structure, anywhere in the world, it doesn't have to be football. It can be business. It can be anything. If you're aligned is when you're successful. We are misaligned at the club. The fans, the manager, the management, the players, misaligned completely. It's clear as day with the players we talked about earlier in the show. Misaligned. The fans, we are arguing about slot in, slot out again now. It's not FSG anymore. We're misaligned. The results misaligned. You're saying, Mike, that Rio, the club wanted to keep them because they wanted to didn't block, but the manager doesn't give a shit. Doesn't want Leone to play. Doesn't want Rio to play. Didn't want Morton to play. Didn't want Elliott to play. The manager does not want it. The club know this, yet they continue to push this on. That's misalignment. That is a failure on our part as a club. We are failing. That's why we are 6th. If we somehow get it out of here and make it, we are one lucky club this season. We are playing with fire, and Liverpool Football Club will be my God, will they have been lucky if they win a trophy and get top 4 or 5, whatever, and get Champions League and save his job. That's fine. If he saves his job, he saves his job. Fair play. But my God, would they have been lucky? But the misalignment is the biggest issue at this football club right now across all levels.
I agree with everything that you said there, except lucky. Because if we win the Champions League and top champions and reach top 4, that won't be lucky. That we deserved it because we'll have upped our game. We've got better results. We would have been much, much better. Because to win the Champions League or the FA Cup and get top 4 won't be a small achievement. Not many clubs can say that in 2 seasons they have that kind of record. So, but I agree with everything else. Everything else that you said, I couldn't have worded better. FA Cup.
Oh, wait. Yeah, we'll do FA Cup. Try under Alu with.
Don't make me more hungry than I already am. Anyway, salivating. Don't. Anyway.
Right, we were supposed to do a quick one, but okay. FA Cup Brighton. Do you think?
One. I mean, yeah, we don't have to.
Does he go for the cup?
Yeah, does he have a choice? Yes.
Oh, Liam. Liam has got a good one here. Look at this. I have a feeling he's going to throw the cup on Saturday. He can't. He cannot throw the cup on Saturday.
He cannot throw.
I do not think he can do that. Like that would be.
Cannot.
Oh, yeah. You know.
The mood will be back to square one. If Brighton knock us out on Saturday, it's Saturday, right? Is it Saturday?
Yeah. Saturday night, 8 o'clock, late.
And it's at home. Is it at home?
Yeah, poor Brighton fans going all the way up at 8 o'clock at night on Saturday. Bloody hell.
If they knock us out on Saturday night in the FA Cup, the mood or any uplifting that Sunderland result has caused will go back to square one again.
But that's the story of the season, isn't it? We do Carabao and Newcastle, and then we go for Man City, then Sunderland. And it's like that's the big problem we're having is up and down, and it's a roller coaster. And like I agree, all of you saying there's mitigating circumstances, but he can do better.
I agree, Ash. I think he will have a quite rotated team. Bloody hell. Let's try to predict a team very quickly.
My predicted team is he should go with as strong as possible. Dom's I think it was only one match ban for Dom in the end. Dom to come back, Curtis to play as well.
Have we got a free week, or do we play in midweek?
We got a free week. I think it's Brighton and then Forest away on the weekend next Sunday, I think. So if I just quickly double check Liverpool, here we go.
I've got it.
Oh, you got it.
Yeah, Forest away.
Yeah, it's a week, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Saturday, Sunday, Saturday. So in fact, the next 3 games are all we got a week gap every time until the Wolves game comes up. So basically, I would say go strong personally, or as many changes as you can, but go strong. I would want us to go far in the cup. I honestly do. I really want to win. I want to win the FA Cup. I want to win. Now that we can't win the league, I would love a Wembley day out, and I would love to go as far in the Champions League as possible to make this season exciting and give the fans something back. I think, look, a lot of those fans that go week in, week out, spending a lot of money to support this football club. Some of us spend a lot of money on fucking gear to support this football club, t-shirts and shit, and clubber. And I think the fans deserve to, and withstood so much this year. After winning the league, this has been a horrendous one. So if we can just go a bit further in those cups, if we can win one, then at least there'll be something to look back on and say, well, at least we did it. And like you say, Grizz, if that happens and we get into Champions League, I think everybody forgives, allows a summer of rebuild again and sees how we go early. And now let me tell you this much, if he starts next season how he was doing midweek this season,
and there's no
middle of the season, that'll be that.
No, absolutely. I don't disagree with that. I agree. Now that we've discussed it, I think we will go strong. I think Kirkes comes back in. I think Gomez starts.
No, I think Dom goes right back. Gomez just played, so I don't know if he plays him.
Straight. Oh, Gomez, he has to play.
You reckon? Do you reckon he'll get injured after just playing a few minutes?
No, let's not go. Let's
No.
not think like this, man.
We have to be careful, man. We have to. I mean, unless Frimpong's back, is Frimpong back? Then Gomez and Frimpong can rotate,
Oh no, no, no. Frimpong's not back.
isn't he? I thought he
No,
was coming back soon.
no, but not for the weekend.
Right. Okay. So
I think Bradley gets a start. Not Bradley. Ramsey.
no chance, mate. Flipping heck. You know, hell would have to freeze over for Ramsey to get a start. Like literally, you know, the topi on your head, that would be gone. Like it would be like icicles coming off it if if Ramsey's gonna start.
So Liam thinks Gomez, Konate, Virgil, Kirkes, Jones, Gravdom. Oh,
He's
I
gone
think
full. He's gone full.
I
Pelt.
think on the youngster gets a start. I think Chiesa gets a start.
Yeah, I think Hugo would probably deserve a rest, wouldn't he?
Yeah, the two youngsters deserve a start, definitely.
I think actually Wirtz
And Chiesa.
and Hugo should come out just for a rest. To be
I
honest,
think
bring them on.
I think these are the only youngsters that are dead cert to start. Rio and Neone.
Mm.
And Chiesa. He's not a youngster, but sort of incoming.
Yeah,
I think there will be three changes.
Yeah. Well, Kirkes will definitely play. Jones will definitely play. I think this one. Now, if Jones doesn't play the FA Cup, bro, I am gonna lose my shit because that's just you taking it too far.
No, it just means it will just confirm that Jones hasn't got a future at Liverpool under slot. Yeah. Let's make it clear. Under slot.
So here we go. Badron saying Gomez, Konate, VVD, Robbo, Jones, Dom, Wirtz, Rio, Chiesa, Salah.
I think Neone instead of Wirtz, and I think that might be the team.
Yeah. Dom will play 10 then. Yeah, that would be good actually. It'd be nice to see. I don't think Robbo will play, Badron. I think it'll be Kirkes because he just played. He just pop it round, that's all.
Yeah, Kirkes will play.
Yeah. Dom, Jones, Neone midfield, agreed. There'll be some fresh legs in there, real fresh legs. It'll be really good, actually. I'll be excited.
I think that will be the midfield.
That would be a lovely midfield. I think it'd just be really fresh. You know what I mean? 10, and Jones can go 10 or Dom can go 10, and they could swap even where they are in the pitch to do that. So I think I would enjoy that. And if Rio starts on the left, we'll actually have someone who wants to go around the outside. At that point, I wouldn't mind Hugo playing, if I'm honest. He might play Gakpo as striker, though. Like he's done. Because Gakpo then plays striker, gives Hugo some time off, and Chiesa plays right instead. You never know. You never know with him.
Are we winning?
Not if Rio, Gakpo and Chiesa start up front. I don't think we'll win if that happens. If he goes as strong as possible, then yes, we'll get past Brighton. I think they're in a low patch at the moment. They're not going through a good time. So
I'm not sure if they go for Saturday. I've been confident a lot. I predicted a win against City and I was so close. I predicted the Sunderland win and I actually got that. I'm not confident on Saturday.
No, I think we will. I think we will if we play a strong team. Like you said, if you don't,
I don't think we will play a strong team.
Yeah, then we'll go through. It's at home, man, and it's a cup game, and it'll be helter skelter. I hope he just doesn't keep falling back. You know, needs to go blam an English team. We haven't blammed an English team. I mean, Newcastle we did, I guess, 4-1, but they wanted to come and play. I want to blam a team that wants to sit back against us, so we can just scare a few teams that, hey, come and sit back. We want to just beat the shit out of you.
That's where we differ, man. I couldn't give a shit. I just want to keep winning, keep progressing, keep being successful. Honestly,
I think for Grizz, it's so important. This team, they just need to smash a few low block teams so they get confidence. That's all. The confidence will really get built because I think they're going against a low block and they're just like, bloody hell, not this again. You know, oh bloody hell, not this again. It's one of those things. It's called momentum. People hate that word, and I know the UP boys hate it, but it's one of those momentum things. The team need to keep winning, like you say, but need to win against certain sides Because then only then can we have this thing. If we go far in the CL and we play some English teams, we can actually beat them.
Well, let's see. We've come to an end of another amazingly quick fire ChatG&G where we actually go over our time, and that's how much we can talk. Bloody hell! I think
Today I thought we had some real good, solid conversations.
I think we always have good, solid conversations. I don't know what you're trying to say. I don't know why you're not giving us credit. I think we always have great, solid conversation, man, regardless. And I think the people in the viewership agree because the comments, the likes, the subscribes are good. Long may it continue. Keep liking, keep subscribing, keep enjoying. Check out Anfield Index. So much daily, hourly, almost content for you guys in terms of articles, podcasts, YouTube shows, interviews, everything. And I didn't get a chance to congratulate him last week. What did I? On the 15-year anniversary. But well done, Gags, and long may it continue. I'm not going to let him have a say. I'm going to end the show and say it's good night from him. It's good night from me. Peace, love, and tranquility to you all. And take care.
Up the Reds.